19. How do I negotiate fees and guarantee periods with search firms?
How much will contingency firms negotiate? That depends on the marketplace, namely the unemployment rate, the scarcity of candidates in the particular discipline in question, and geographic differentials. In general, you'll pay more for IT, information technology, and web development candidates than you will for generic secretaries. As a rule of thumb, though, you should ask for a 20% fee. That amount typically justifies the recruiter's time and efforts. Fee agreements typically range anywhere from 10 to 33%. Avoid trying to negotiate deals down to 10% or 15%, the recruiter may agree to it, but you won't see first-year candidates. In fact, you may not see any candidates at all. Remember as well that recruiters will trade off fees and time guarantees. Contingency recruiters typically offer both, A, free trial periods and, B, prorated refund periods. Those time guarantees may be negotiable as well. Here is how they work. A 30-day free trial period will guarantee you that if the candidate falls off for any reason, termination, resignation, or layoff, you'll receive your money back, plain and simple. If the candidate falls off between days 31 and 90, you'll receive a prorated refund. How the search firm determines the prorated refund period is important. Tell me more. Contingency search firms charge a fee based on the candidate's annual earnings, base salary usually, but sometimes the bonus may be factored in if it's a significant portion of the estimated first year's income. The formula most often employed is $1% per $1,000 figure with a 33% maximum. At full fee contingency, for example, the cost for a $30,000 a year secretary would be 30% x $30,000, or $9,000. The cost for a $90,000 senior Unix systems administrator would be 33% x $90,000, or $29,700. Bear in mind that many search firms will negotiate fees lower than the $1% per $1,000 full fee formula. In terms of refunds, some firms employ $190 per day prorated formula so that each day, from days 190, guarantees them 1/90th of the total fee. If the $30,000 secretary in the example above leaves on day 60, then the recruiter will have earned 60/90 of the $9,000 fee, or $6,000. Other contingency firms charge the client 50% of the candidate's gross earnings up to the time of the fall-off. In the example just given, the secretary who earns $30,000 per year will have earned $5,000 by the end of her second month, $2,500 per month x 2 months. Therefore, the fee earned by the agency would be $2,500. That's a lot cheaper than the 190 formula that rewarded the agency with $6,000. Therefore, it's to your advantage to insist on the 50% of gross earnings, rather than the 190 per day prorated refund formula. Contingency recruiters are optimists by nature. They'll always negotiate a greater time guarantee in exchange for a higher fee. So if you ask for 20% and the recruiter won't budge below 25%, then ask for a higher refund guarantee. For example, you might ask for a 60-day free trial period and a 120-day prorated refund, instead of the more common 30-day free trial period and 90-day guarantee. You might also ask for a 50% of gross earnings formula, rather than the more common 190 per day practice. Savvy negotiations will not only save your company money, they'll demonstrate to the recruiter your thorough understanding of their business. What about negotiations with retained search firms? Unfortunately, there's far less to talk about there. Retained search firms, or headhunters, charge their clients a flat 33% fee based on the candidate's annual earnings. A $150,000 chief technology officer costs $49,500. That fee is a retainer that is typically paid in 3 increments, 1/3 upon acceptance of the search, 1/3 approximately 30 days into the search, and 1/3 approximately 60 days into the search. The largest search firms rarely discount or negotiate these terms. Smaller boutique firms, however, will often make that final third of the fee contingent upon their filling the search. In other words, if they don't find the candidate that you ultimately hire, you'll be charged only 2/3 of the $49,500 fee, or $32,670. Always be sure to ask that the final third of the fee be made payable upon completion of the assignment. In most cases, you won't face stiff resistance from the recruiter, and you'll likewise end up saving your company significant recruitment dollars.